These accusations has stirred up debate about an increasing number of animals on flights.
Our Jennifer Dowling going beyond the headlines. She's live at the airport tonight with some of the challengers they're seeing out at PDX when it comes to animals. Jennifer?
They are. Now, animals here that are considered pets are supposed to be kept in a carrier. Service dogs must be on a leash. However, the Port of Portland says many people are bringing in dogs that are not very well trained and not very well restrained, and that's causing problems.
They should add him to my air miles.
Gino is one of the most well-traveled dogs you'll find at PDX.
Luckily, I have a pretty calm dog.
The 11-year-old Greyhound has been flying since he was a pup and loves his Juicy Couture carrier.
I always keep him in the carrier and then he just goes under the seat.
But not everyone is following the rules like Maria. The Port of Portland says unrestrained dogs are becoming an increasing problem in the terminal.
We have had situations once or twice with a person, but mostly what we see is actually dog versus dog.
In addition to dog fights, Kama Simon says unruly pets often distract the very animals that are working to keep passengers safe. And with 13 acres of carpet to maintain, staff clean up after rogue pets 3 to 4 times a day.
We are finding a lot of messes on the carpet, and those are probably only the ones we're finding.
While signs clearly state that those without tickets are prohibited from bringing pets in, non-passengers also continue to ignore the rules.
We should not see people just bringing their pets here to the airport to, say, pick up a friend or family member.
The influx of animals is also causing many airlines to re-examine their rules. Delta will soon require travelers with emotional support animals to provide proof of vaccinations, a signed letter from a doctor, and documents confirming an animal can behave during flight.
Really defining what they plan to do with service animals.
Maria feels that the key to a good flight is a comfy carrier and practice.
Get him used to carrying him around in a bag and things like that. That way they don't get so scared when they fly.
And Simon says that each individual airline has its own policies on animals and how they should be transported. So you really need to check out their websites or give them a call before you bring your pets or animals to the airport. Back to you.